Welcome back to Nerdrotic. My name is Gary Beekler, and I come to you from nerdrotic.com, and I have some very, very bad news to tell you. Now, nothing is confirmed, but a major hint was put out by an actress of Counterpart, one of our favorite shows that we cover here, one of the best shows on TV, one of the best written shows on TV, one of the best shot shows on TV, one of the best acted shows on TV. It's in serious trouble. Now, we've speculated about this on our recaps. We've been taking a look at the overnights, which for some reason still count here in the States, and the way we tabulate ratings does kind of suck. But I'll just take you to her tweet right now. Yes, Counterpart is, I'm going to say it again, there's no official news on this or anything, just through observation and what I've seen before, it looks like Counterpart could get canceled. Part of the reason I believe this is Ash vs. Evil Dead was canceled on the same network, Starz, and it had better ratings than Counterpart, and a very popular show. So I will present this to everybody here. And what she says, it sure would be ludicrous to see a show with 100% on Rotten Tomatoes for 2 seasons straight fade into oblivion. #Counterpart. I would call that a major hint. I'm not sure if Justin Marks or Starz is happy with her for saying this, but I'm glad she did. And I don't think it's too soon to start the #SaveCounterpart if you care about this show. I don't think this is a hyperbole. If you come out with this stuff too late, then it's just too late. So if people are going to criticize me, you know what? Criticize me if the show gets picked up again. I will take it because I will be happy. But I decided to go ahead and run with this because I think it's a good idea to run with this because I want to save the show. Now, I was part of the Save the Expanse thing. That worked. So I don't have a lot of faith in Starz. I'm sorry, Starz, but Penny Dreadful's gone. And Ash vs. Evil Dead, or was Penny Dreadful Showtime? I can't remember now. That doesn't matter. Ash vs. Evil Dead is it had twice the ratings this show has and got canceled. Now, there was other reasons behind that. There was a delay, but the way the season has been progressing, it kind of seems like that they were heading towards an end anyway. I'm not sure if we're going to get a clean end. I don't know, but I want to save this show. So I've decided to use my little platform and see if we can maybe get the word out, start getting the word out. Maybe bigger YouTubers or bigger, people with more Twitter followers can start saying stuff right now. It is not too soon to #SaveCounterpart. And it's really important. I know it sucks and I know it's hard. If you do have Starz, please watch it within the first 3 days. I don't know how they count their ratings. I actually watch it on Amazon Prime, and I would guess that's where the majority of people watch it nowadays. Starz does have a pretty good deal going on right now. I think it's I don't know the price. It's $10 to $14 maybe for a month. If you just get it for a month, I think you get a free month. Even if you got a free week, you could binge Counterpart. There's not a lot of episodes, and you would just be happy because it's one of the best shows on TV, period. It's got the Nerdrotic seal of approval, and only like 7 shows have that, and not many of them are running anymore, unfortunately. And, the 100% Rotten Tomatoes score from the critics, it doesn't help. It doesn't help. People don't trust critics anymore. So, unfortunately, of course she's going to point that out, and I don't blame her for pointing that out, but I will just point out that people don't trust the critics anymore. And it's unfortunate because this is truly a good show, and it's got a pretty good audience score too. It's got 85% for season 1, 94% for season 2. Problem is it's only got like 36 votes. So I put this on Starz, and I believe Lionsgate, who just bought Starz, they purchased a network and did nothing with it. They've just done nothing with it. They don't. They promote the show pretty well on Twitter, but nowhere else. So I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. It's a great show. If you're an Expanse fan, spread the word to the Screaming Firehawks, because this show is right up your alley, Expanse fans. It is science fiction. Yes, it is indeed a science fiction show, but tonally, it goes with the Expanse. It does. It really does. So, save Doctor Who as well. I don't know. We're way past that. And you know what? Some of the the Expanse production office and stuff, they'll probably want to stay away from me because I'm critical of some shows, and I'm not going to stop doing that. That's we're kind of 100% shill free here. That's why I think we have an audience, and I will stay that way. And that's not going to change. But when something's good, I'll be honest about it. And this is damn good. So, you know, whether you have hard feelings towards me or the channel about Doctor Who or anything, please set that aside for this show. And remember, we're just disagreeing on a TV show. So this is, yeah, you know, I'll say the critics are right on this, but again, nobody trusts them, even if they are, nobody trusts them. And, you know, so let's get to the chat. This will be a short one. Because we were going to be live 2 more times tonight, guys. But I thought this was Save the Gifted. No, no, the Gifted can go. I'll take Counterpart. I'll take Counterpart over 99.9% of the shows on television right now. HBO should Baghead 777. HBO should pick up the show. HBO, Jeff Bezos, Netflix. Pick up this show. You will not regret it. It would be perfect for any of your networks, and it would get viewers. It would. Actually, I think this is kind of tailor-made for HBO, to be honest with you. I think this show would be very successful on HBO. It would win all the awards. It should win all the awards. It is an amazing show. If you don't know what Counterpart is, brief rundown synopsis. Back in the Cold War era, a group of scientists doing an experiment created either a passage to another reality, which initially they thought is a copy of our reality. So they copied reality. And now there is 2 of everybody who was living up to that point. Everybody has an other. So it stars J.K. Simmons. And he plays 2 parts. He plays Howard Silk and Howard Prime. And they're 2 very different characters. One's kind of meek and very nice and noble. And the other one is kind of a badass spy, but not very trustworthy. But they were originally one person that split into 2. And part of the one of the cool things of the show is trying to find out where people separated. Because at first, everybody was just a clean copy of each other. But then they started diverging a little bit. And we don't know why, and it's very important to the story. Also in the background, it's a spy drama. Nobody knows about it except for a group of people who are in a building that's the Crossing. So there's one tunnel into this reality, and it's very much a Cold War era spy drama. It's got old tech. And one side is at war with, we'll say, our side, because in the 90s, there was a pandemic that killed millions of people in that copied reality, and they blame our side, the ones who know about it. So it's spy versus spy. It's amazing. It is absolutely amazing. There's so many twists and turns, and it really plays with, with reality and perception and your mind. And it's like a puzzle, and the whole series is based on the game Go. It's written by Justin Marks, is the showrunner. He's collected a group of some of the best writers on TV. Check it out. It's on Starz, and please, Jeff Bezos should pick it up. He looks like he is in with the management. He really does. Management are kind of the shadowy guys and gals behind the scenes running everything. Oh man, I was just bummed. So one of our subscribers, fan on Ruff Girl, posted this on her Twitter. Then Susan Layton, my co-host, she let me know. And then Kato Roan had verified the tweet. And yeah, I mean, just you don't even need to really read between the lines of this tweet. From I'm going to butcher her name, so I'm sorry, but she plays Claire in the show, and she is one of the best things in the show. Nazanin Boniadi. I'm sorry, Nazanin. I'm terrible. But she is an amazing actress. She eats up the role of Claire. Really somebody who would have been a good female doctor, if you really want to point out who would be better. Aloha DJD show. Is it because the fan base is enjoying it? Well, you know, there has to be some of that. Chris Persia, he's asking, there are people out there who will not like shows because we don't like their shows. But we're a small channel. I don't think there's enough of us to make an impact. And you would hope people wouldn't be that petty. Yeah. Super 6-8. I actually have that in my other live stream. Thoughts on Ghostbusters coming back. I think the Reader's Digest version of that is The Tide is Turning. How's that sound? The Tide is Turning. Maybe I should do a video on it. Well, everybody else has done one already. I'll talk about it on with Susan on Friday night. Chris Persia, thank you for the $2. It's because J.K. Simmons is too masculine. Yes. God, I hope it's not because, well, save Counterpart, save Starz. Yeah, I hope the current. Yeah, I don't want to get into it on this video. Chris, I will talk about that on the Patreon nooner, which will be right after this. The show would fill a void when Game of Thrones ends. It really would. It really would. It would fit right alongside True Detective. It would just be really nice planted in there. Actually, I'd rather have Counterpart on HBO than that Watchmen series. J.K. Simmons is simply one of the best actors we have going right now. And this is the best cast. The best cast. Everybody in it is solid. When James Cromwell is your guest star, and I like his German accent. Should Paramount get maybe yeah, Angel, I agree with you there. The reality is Starz doesn't know how to promote shows. That is part of the problem, says Susan Layton, and she would know. Susan Layton was the spearhead, was the head of the spear for the Save Ash versus Evil Dead campaign. That's how we met. And it was just Starz doesn't promote. And if you're going to go ahead and spend millions of dollars on a show, and this cast can't be cheap. I don't think there's a very high production cost of this show, so that's why I think it would be easy to pick up. But and then you get cheap on promotion. It just sounds to me like Lionsgate bought the network to sell it, to strip it and sell it. They're kind of like flipping a house, but they just bought a network. I'm hoping, there was rumors that somebody else was going to come in and buy Lionsgate, maybe like an Apple or something like that. Maybe that should happen now. Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency. It's not coming back. I'd like it to come back too. Did a quick assessment of the torrenting on season 2. Has about half the downloads of season 1. Yeah, and that's real quick before I go. Let's show what the ratings are, and that's pretty much the story. Unfortunately, that is the story. Is the ratings are down for whatever reason. Admittedly, the show the season 2 had a bit of a slow start, but it ramped up to a better than season 1 in 2 episodes. And I'm not kidding. Listen, taking a week off was a huge mistake. Was an absolute huge mistake. They're gonna regret doing that. I don't know why they did that. It was not necessary. You had a momentum going, and yeah. I mean, you guys can see that in the 18 to 49 demo. That is just grim. That is grim. So it's got. So I have a video with more views than all 3 of those shows, not combined, but I have a video with 330,000 views. So that sucks. It does not make me happy at all. You can see the rating spike a little bit because the episodes got better. And I think this was going to rally. Folks, let's try. That's all I could say is let's try. If not, then, at least we tried. If we don't do anything, then, it's going to go anyway. So do you think we can expect the same from American Gods as well? Flavius Alacanther? Yes. 100% yes. American Gods lost the showrunners and had a year delay. We will have the same exact results as the Ash versus Evil Dead and eventually Counterpart. How are the ratings holding up for the Orville? They're better. TM Martin. They're better. They're not. They're well. They're averaging like 3-4 million. So that's pretty much what season 1 had. So it's more people than are watching Star Trek Discovery. And yeah, Star Trek Discovery, loved by critics, loved by all. It's rolling right along, and then nobody's watching this show. You know, sometimes there's just no justice in the world. Most of the stuff on Starz is garbage anyway. Well, Starz used to be really good. They used to have some good stuff, but yeah. If you love Counterpart, start talking about it on social media. They look, especially Counterpart, they look at that. It is early enough. Yeah, so please do that. All right, folks, I'm going to run. Please get the word out, okay? #SaveCounterpart if you care about this show. It really is good. If you haven't checked it out, check it out. Trust me on that one. I would not steer you wrong. Cynical Lindsay, hey, how's it going? Amy Johnson, Natasha Coulter, Mary Ashby, Penn Farm Girl, Cato Roan, DJ D Show, Mako, thank you for showing up with the wrenches. Sorry I got to take off, but there's 2 more live streams tonight. So we will be live 6:40 p.m. with Star Trek Discovery. And then at 8:30 with Susan, we'll be covering the Orville. Everybody, yes, Geeks Unite. Apple Crow just visited the Trek Reddit. They really don't like Midnight's Edge and other conspiracy channels. Hey, Apple Crow, I own a tinfoil hat and I do the Exozone. So everybody, you have a great day. I will see you later tonight. Please #SaveCounterpart. May the small folks sing songs of your greatness.